Hola, Loveness, Chrissy Love Live to the world, people. Yeah. How y'all doing? Y'all okay? Y'all having a good time today? What's it like being back to work? Everybody cool? So, Bahamian people, today I want to talk to you about, latest announcement. Look at Drew. Drew always want to be first. I want to talk about your latest announcement, how y'all have y'all honors. Yeah. Who all surprised that most of the people who deemed heroes as politicians and preachers? Who all surprised? Raise your hand if you're surprised. Let me get a barometer. Hey, Rolandia. Hey, Eagle. Well, it looks like you're like me because whenever this conversation starts in the Bahamas, and we've been having this conversation about national heroes since, Lord, the flood. See, even Granville say he ain't surprised. We've been talking about national heroes for a long time in the Commonwealth of the Bahamas. And unlike other nations in the region, say like a Jamaica or a Trinidad, who started their honors right after independence, the Bahamas has sorely lagged behind. Well, we always lagging behind. Anything that's progressive, we just lag behind. Yeah, you know how we go. So 45 years later, after 250 years of British rule, we have finally decided to have awards. And if you are in the press, you got the press release that they told you to be quiet about until the 9th of July. Yeah, I like how they send press releases to us in the media, right? And then they tell you, be quiet, don't say nothing. Anyway. So today we're going to talk a little about those awards, what they mean. And I'm going to ask you again to help me overstand Loveness. I keep telling you, I'm the brightest tool in the sharpest tool in the shed. I may be smart, but I'm the smartest person. So I want to understand how we are once again falling into the trap of believing that only politicians and preachers have contributed to nationhood. Now, I see they have a couple people, like a couple physicians. Shout out, Ellie. I see you finally get your little award. Yeah, I believe. See, I done tell Dr. Elwood, if he would tell all the secrets, okay? If he would tell all the secrets, he'd make a gunk of money from Bahamians. So we're asking today, what does this first National Heroes celebration mean for us? Now, Perry Christie's government, they made it a holiday, October the 12th, or whatever, the third week in October the 3rd, whatever the hell they did. But we have been having a conversation about national heroes, like I said earlier, ever since the other countries in the Caribbean became independent. I think Jamaica started their wars. Jamaica got their independence in 62. I think their awards came 2 years later. Trinidad as well in 60. Trinidad was 61. Anyway, I said, know these things. I don't give a fuck no more. Can you tell I don't give a shit no more? And so today I'm asking you, where are the real heroes of the Bahamas? And I want you to weigh in on the conversation as well, because one of the things, I made a joke on my Facebook status today, is that Jamaicans, when they started their national awards, they recognized someone called Nanny. Now, I know in the Bahamas, Nanny means something else. But Nanny of the Maroons is one of those heroines of Jamaica. Because unlike us in the Bahamas, who believe the country only started in the 60s. Yeah, some of y'all, especially y'all black people, y'all act like the Bahamas didn't exist before Lyndon Penland. Yeah, that's how y'all is act. That's how, I'm just being honest with y'all. And so we see other countries who went back and gave homage and paid tribute to those persons who are responsible for their country attaining certain rights. Now, in Jamaica as well, we saw that if you fought off the colonialists like a Bogle, like, I used to know all the Jamaican national heroes, because again, I've been waiting to this for the longest. Yeah, Karen, teachers, nurses, and volunteers should be heroes, but they're not. Because the first 4 heroes that the Bahamas has decided to honor are prime ministers and almost wannabe prime ministers and 1 governor general. Yeah. Out of all them meetings from 2007, how long? Because ever since I was in active news reporting, we've been having a conversation about national heroes since the 90s. Even before that, I remember my grandmother being on several committees about who ought to be a hero. And of course, like most black Bahamians in the country, if it don't have the last name Pinling on it, it didn't exist. Yeah, a lot of us are still very brainwashed. And so today we're asking you, what do you think about the list? What do you think about these initials? Y'all notice that if you have a certain award, your initials is KB. I thought KB was the singer. Thank you, Nadia. And so here we are again, our country doing the most shit, not being cognizant of their history, thinking the Bahamas only started in the 60s. And I always tell Bahamians, especially these older jackasses, the Bahamas began long before Pop and Ping. You know, before Sir Roland Simonet, before Sir Lyndon Pinling. The Bahamas was a very active country. The Bahamas has always been an active country. But here it is, we are only recognizing so-called heroes from the so-called modern Bahamas. And so just to give you an idea, the new awards that we have given out are the Order of National Hero, the Order of the Nation, the Order of the Bahamas, the Order of Distinction, the Order of Merit. Those are the awards. And of course, like most of you, like me, who aren't surprised, most of the people who are in these awards are politicians. Now, let me just say for the record, a lot of our politicians did great things for the Bahamas. I'm not trying to be a party pooper. Hold on, let me move this. Excuse me, let me move my pillow. Yeah, I had my pillow for my back, child. Trying to get my back together. Yeah. So I'm not saying our politicians aren't deserving, but you got to admit, a lot of the people who helped to build this foundation in the Bahamas, while they did a lot of great things, their legacy has also been tainted by their scandal and their bullshit. Now, again, we don't expect our heroes who are human to be without flaw. Human nature is such that we're flawed creatures. And so while I am glad that finally, after 45 years, we have... Nelson say they deserve a stoning. Yeah, I agree. There's a couple... Actually, they deserve a stoning and a cow cock. Because a couple of them same people y'all calling national heroes is the same reason why the country's so fucked up. So here we are again, 45 years later, finally getting our national hero on. And so I wanted to ask you guys how you felt about it. Now, just so you know, because we like to educate our populace as well. Hey, Sean. We like to educate our populace. Those persons who would have been deemed national hero, they are going to use the designation, they'll be called the Right Excellent. Now, again, all this stroking of your ego and bullshit is really annoying, but most countries have honors. And they can also use the letters NH behind their name. It should be NHN. Nah, hell nah. So that's what the national hero can do. Persons who have been given the Order of the Nation Award, they can use the letters ON behind their name. And you know, I'm glad that these awards are here. I might not agree with all of the recipients, but it's not my place to agree. That's why we have a committee. But it seems that once again, we have missed the ball. We only believe that politicians and preachers have contributed to nationhood. We're the artists. We're the athletes. We're the other people who make the world great. We're the people who fought against the oppressive colonial people. Where are they? Nadia mentioned Pompeii. Pompeii is the city where they reduced it to ash. Pompeii is the slave. Man, look here. Karen say HNIC. No, there's no HNIC. So far we have the NH, the ON. If you are a part of the Order of the Bahamas, you can use the initials CB, OB or MB after your name. Keitra, let's not run out. She ain't no national hero. The key is national hero, national. There are many heroes in our day-to-day lives. And while I love her dearly, she ain't a hero. She's not a national hero. We thank her for her work. There's also the Order of Distinction. Those people who have the Order of Distinction, they can place the letters OD or they can have the letters DM after their name. Nelson say ON, only Nanny. I can't take it. And then you have the people who have been given the Order of Merit. Those persons, and you know Bahamians love letters behind their name. You know Bahamians love letters and we love accolade. Those persons who have the Order of Merit, they can use the name CM after their name, or they can use OM. They can also use MM as an M&M. Messy motherfuckers. And so today we're asking you, how do you feel about the awards? I'm not going to call the names of those who have been given awards, but suffice it to say, like we all knew, I remember many years of interviewing persons on various national heroes committees, and we all knew that this day would come. And like we predicted, because our leaders are so myopic, our legislators are so myopic, our people are so myopic, they believe the Bahamas only started in the 1960s. So that's what we ask you today. How do you feel about the list? Now, of course, there are a couple of people who are on this list. Like I said, it's good to see Sandra Dean Patterson with the Order of Distinction. It's good to see one of the pioneers of journalism, Eileen Karen. She got an Order of Distinction as well. Good to see Elwood Donaldson. Elwood Donaldson, as you know, one of the members of that, the people who left the PLP when Pinland was doing shit. He has been keeping the secrets of the nation. I've been trying to interview him for years. At one time, he had a talk show where he gave a little bit of the grits, but he didn't. So it's good to see him on the list. And of course, we see that Miles Monroe, Dr. Miles Monroe, posthumously, and dear Bahamians, you know, can I, hold on, y'all gonna make me, I gotta take off, hold on. If I hear one more Bahamian say posthumously, I'm gonna slap the fuck out of you. It is posthumously, not posthumously, not posthumor, look here, get it right. And speaking of getting it right, I made a big boo-boo yesterday, and I have to correct myself. A lot of you, Pat and Sean, said that the name of the album with Biosis Now on it was called A Nation Is Born. You were correct. I was mixing up Birth of a Nation with A Nation Is Born. So I went and Googled the album cover, you know, with the little ad coming out of the colors. Chelsea, why are you laughing? It's true. And so I want to give you my apologies, Pat. If you do want to go and get that Taj Mahal dinner, just let me know. Send me a message either on Facebook. I talk to you a lot on Facebook. Or you can WhatsApp me at 242-544-3900. I know, okay, Helen, I can't help myself. I hate when I see our people doing the most fuck. It has just irked me, man, because I believe we are so much better than what we present to the world. We just coming off the heels of independence. Timothy Gibson said, see how the world marks the manner of your bearing. So I don't want to hear posthumously. And I don't want to hear posthumously. It's like how y'all say Thompson. There's no such thing as Thompson, you illiterate motherfuckers. Okay? It's not posthumously. Posthumously. Meaning after they dead, they got the award. That's all I'm saying. Can we just get it right? Can we just get it right one fucking time? So once again, people, here we are, where only politicians and preachers help to build the Bahamas. Where are the athletes? Where are the musicians? Where are the musicians? Because we know the arts, people who are in the arts, they are the ones that give to the nation. I just gave out some names, just off the top of my head. Yeah, posthumously, that's what Bahamas say. Yeah, we laughing at you for true. Like, where's Pompey? Where's Wyannie Malone? Where's Vera Hanna? Where's poor back Black Kate? Where are many of those persons who would have helped guided the nation to its nationhood? But once again, if it ain't Pinland or Pop, it don't exist. Now, we do see that these awards did reach back in a time that the first Bahamian government of the majority of people tried to erase. For example, we do see persons being named like a, excuse me, like, hold on a second. We do see a Sir Roland Simonet. Okay, he is one of the national heroes. And it's also good to see that we realize that Black and phenotypically white Bahamians have contributed to nationhood. A lot of times in the conversation, we believe, and let me be trapsy, back in the day when Pinland came on the scene, it was thrown in his face many times that he is just a first-generation Bahamian. That's why I don't understand how Bahamians so hate other nationalities, because half of our first legislators had foreign power. On some, I think one out of foreign my. Wait, how'd it go? Yeah, I used to know these people's personal stories, but I really don't give a shit anymore. And so today we're asking you, what do you think is missing from the heroes list? And the committee has been working on this, like I said, for years. This is a long time coming. And here we have it. And once again, it's good to see Janet Boswick finally get something from the country. She's been given the Order of the Bahamas. She can use the letters OB. Why we name our awards OB? Isn't OB a tampon? I just saying. I only asking. Hold on. About this Tito. Or she can use the word CB behind her name. Well, Eris Monco was a great educator, but again, the key word is national hero. And that was the whole argument over the years of having these discussions. National hero. And I think, like I said, it sickens me that the 1, 2, 3, 4 national heroes that we have named are all politicians. Okay? One of them, the nation's first prime minister. The other one, the nation's premier, just before independence and self-rule, just before internal self-rule. The other one, the first governor general, Bahamian governor general. Yeah, he didn't write the national anthem. Samilo Butler was the first Bahamian governor general. All right? And then Sir Cecil Vincent Wallace Whitfield, who I always say, had Pindling and Wallace Whitfield been able to not measure and try to compete, it would have been an amazing Bahamas that we would have grown up in to see the two of them at the top of the list. All right. You want a bullet naan? Keitra, you better go to Taj Mahal. So people, let me read your comments. I want a bullet naan too. Child, I tried to buy one bullet naan over here. God, that thing was so disgusting. And I should have known the restaurant name Rasti, right? And I was like, okay, that sounds like nasty. I should have known better than to go into that restaurant. Their Indian food tastes like shit. Anyway. All right, so Drew's here, Yusunov's here, Karen's here, Nair's here, Rolandia's here, Granville is here. By the way, you can call me today, 242-544-3900, WhatsApp calls only, because I like to have all your points of view. Hold on, about this cup of tea. I agree. So I'm asking you today, what do you think about the list? What do you think about the list? And of course, while there are many persons who have contributed to the Commonwealth of the Bahamas, a lot of them, like Lyndon Pindling, had heritage from other islands in the Caribbean. But we Bahamians pride ourselves on being so insular and xenophobic that we kind of forget that the Bahamas has always had people from all parts of the Caribbean a part of the national conversation. So I see you talking about Haitians. We've had Haitians in the highest office. As a matter of fact, one of our governors general, and by the way, it's governors general, not governor generals. Y'all is irritate me, you know. Why be so fucking illiterate though? Anyway, it's the educational system. The order of the nation is what is conferred upon appointed governors general of the Bahamas. So I hope you're glad. I'm glad that we have the awards. Like I said, it's 45 years in the making. Before independence, Britain was lording over us for 250 years. So it's good to see that finally the awards are here. Are we pleased with the awards? I personally think it could have been a little more comprehensive. I don't understand how you could have a national hero and not recognize Pompey. And if you don't know the story of Pompey, I suggest you Google it. Bahamians so don't know the story of Pompey that they just call him Pompeii. Again, Pompeii is the city that was reduced to ash when Mount Vesuvius erupted. Pompey is the slave who led the revolt in Steventon, Exuma. Lord, will my ministry ever be done? Snatching niggas and educating them. Will it ever be done, Lord? When will my ministry be complete? Okay. Let's read some more of these comments. Yeah, because y'all look here. 242-544-3900. Call. Call. I want you to say it in your own words. You have your own mouth. You have your own English tongue in your head. So call and talk. All right. Legal is here saying, hey, minister. Man, look here. Daniel said, never thought I'd miss Texas. Daniel, you still suffering at home? Daniel, here's what you need to do. You need to just look at your visit home. See again, it gone again. I so can't stand this. Anyway, I believe my Bahamas phone just tired. My Bahamas phone just tired. It don't hold the charge. And of course, because of yesterday, Daniel, you disgusting. Daniel say I'm leaving tomorrow. Thank you, Jesus. Daniel, no matter how you may feel. See, what I learned in life, Daniel, and learn from me, okay? I know I old enough to be a ma. Actually, I older than Tony, your pa. You have to take the Bahamas, the bitter with the sweet. Yes, it's plenty bitter. And yeah, I know you hot. And yeah, I know the air conditioner off and the light been off. I know it's hard being home for these 3 weeks you've been home. I know it's hard. But you gotta you gotta at least let your baby know his roots. That's one of the reasons why I moved home when I had my son. I had turned my back on the Bahamas. I was like, fuck all y'all. But then I ended up getting married to a Bahamian man and having a baby. Well, she had the baby before the wedding. No, the baby came after the wedding, but the baby was inside me before the wedding. Anyway, look here, real Bahamian. And look here, y'all don't pretend that y'all is the queens of wedlock. Shut your teeth. So I'm just saying that you have to look at it as a chance for you and your baby to bond with your Bahamas family and for him to know where he comes from. Because one of the things, and I tell my son this all the time, sometimes my son says, Mommy, I know why we left California. I believe that no matter how shitty your family is or how shitty the circumstances is, I believe you still need to know who you come from. You need roots. Every person needs roots. You need to know who you are. And so even though the trip at home has been challenging for you, and I know you say you love Texas, Texas may be your home where you live, but guess what? Your heart in the Bahamas. As much as the Bahamas has pissed us off, myself included, there's no place like the Bahamas. None. Zero. When I home in the Bahamas, when I see a police car, I don't be scared. But you let me see a police car around here, I just be freaking right out. Wayne always laughing at me. I dead nervous. When my son, excuse me, when my son is like 2 minutes late, okay, not 2, maybe about 7, I start panicking because I know my son walking around this white-ass college town. Thank God it's not winter now, so he doesn't have on a hoodie. But I know he's walking around as a black male in America. I didn't have those feelings at home. At home, I walked around without a worry or a care. Now, of course, I worried about crime. However, the level of paranoia that I have being in America, I didn't have that at home. So enjoy your trip home, Danielle. That's all I'm saying, because you never know. Okay, let me read some more as we give you all this history lesson. By the way, in the words of Oprah, you get an honor, you get an honor, you get an honor. Everybody get honor today. Feel free to use the letters O-N after your name, because it's on and then on and on and on. Yeah, and can't you just see some Bahamian coming up to an event? I'm the right excellent so-and-so. My letters are O-M-N-H, K-C-M-G, L-M-N-P-Q-R-S-T. You know, Bahamians love billet. You know how we go. So now, instead of it being the Right Honorable, the National Award for the heroes is the Right Excellent or the Most Honorable. Oh, I tell you, black people just love billet. And let me just say also, I noticed that even though we as a Bahamas, where the majority people are black, why the list ain't got more people who light-skinned on it? You know, one of the things that the Pinling government did as they had this stupid narrative about who's a Bahamian, we forget that Bahamians are white and they're black. Bahamians are a mixture of all kinds of races. Races that, again, were put into boxes by people who wanted to divide the world. But a lot of times, especially after the reign of Lyndon Pinling and his cohorts, we sometimes forget that Bahamians are also people who have European ancestry. We sometimes forget that all Bahamians ain't come from Africa. Bahamians came from Europe. Bahamians came from India. Bahamians came from Africa. Bahamians, we are a mixture of all kinds of people. And a lot of times when we give out these honors and awards, that it doesn't reflect it. Like, for example, where's the award for the artists? Like, where Brent Malone? Brent Malone, when the Chelsea pottery came to the Bahamas in, what, the 1920s? Anyway, ages ago. This is a man, people like Kendall Hanna, like Mr. Hyler, they put us as artists on the map. Where's their award? Wyannie Malone, when the Loyalists came here, and again, so few women, typical misogynist asshole nation that we live in, because women didn't contribute to nationhood, I guess. So not one woman could have been a national hero? Not one. Like, you couldn't think of one. Even poor Black Kate, the little black gal who got her ass beat and started a lot of the revolts that made black people rise up. Like, nothing for poor Black Kate. Like no, women just did nothing. We just squeeze out your babies, take your doggy, and just be your subservient creatures. Okay then, carry on smartly. What happened to Paul Mears? Again, a man when he was an artist who looked phenotypically white, but took the Bahamas all over the world. Like, what happened to him? And so once again, this list is a bunch of damn black man. Well, there's no national woman. I mean, there's no national woman. Maybe I'm reading the list wrong, of course. I'm talking about the order of the national hero. Pindling, Simonet, Butler, Whitfield. Now, maybe I don't have the complete list, but I go in by the email that I got. Pindling, Simonet, Butler, Wallace, Whitfield. Am I missing someone? Am I? So today, that's what we're asking y'all. How do you feel about the list? Please do this again for me. You know, this annoying as shit. I ain't gonna lie. So we're asking you today how you feel. All right, let me go back up to the tippy top here. Nelson say, Taj Mahal, number please, minister. The baby want cheese non-delivered. Man, I can't take it. Oi. Taj Mahal's number is 356-3004. 356-3004. All right, hold on. Does Taj deliver? Yes, Taj does deliver. Chelsea say, spell that for me, please. I could add my new word I learned today. Hold on, I gotta take off. Look here, why? Look here, when I just have to pull my hair back for the show. Lord, this is giving my head the ache, man. Look here, my head wrap, I feel it. You know when you tie your Afro puff, you feel your hair, you feel it loosening? Yeah, I had to loosen that. That shit is hurt. Well, I'm glad Helen spelled it for you. Where's Andrew today? Mr. Doggy is the national weapon. I can't take it. Helen said, I agree. Teachers and nurses and the volunteers who work with the hardest dealing with those kids. Well, again, these are national awards. And the criteria, of course, I see you're asking, the criteria was set forth in the National Honors Act. I think Perry Christie's government passed that act in 2015. But I'm sure after the awards, people like Freddie Munnings, Father Campbell, and so many others would be talking about what's going on. Adrian say them titles more royal than the Queen's Honors March on Bahama land. Well, that is what we do. Again, remember, I keep telling y'all. Yeah, well, yeah, Pauline Davis is there as well as Cynthia Pratt, but they're not, again, they're on the distinction. Hold on, let me tell you. Well, of course, you know, all the former governors general. And again, I know y'all think I'd be petty, right? But I still can't believe that the person who we have in Government House is actually still reaping and sucking off of our nation. That's just me. Well, the women on that list, of course, the highest honor for a woman would have been under the order of, sorry, either if you count the Order of the Nation, where our 2 female governors general are there, that would be Dumont and Pindling. And also the Order of the Bahamas lists Miss Janet and Dame Dr. Doris. So that is where the women fall into that category. And the persons who you were calling Pratt, Merceline Dahl Regis, Eileen Karen, you know, they fall under the Order of Distinction. All right? So that's what's happening, people. So again, the numbers are, the phones are open, 242-544-3900. You can give us a call and let us know what you think. Yes, I did just spit. 2. I mean, I don't know. Maybe it's me, right? But when are we gonna... Okay. Oh, look who calling. Yeah, babe.
Christina.
Gregory. Did you get your honor?
I said, let me go. What honor?
You ain't get your Order of Distinction, your NH, your KB, your OC.
You know I don't give a damn about them things. They keep all them letters. I give me the money. I ain't care about them damn things.
I wish they'll give us the letters of the post office. What can't reach? Can they give us those letters?
But listen, I don't know why people just be so up in arms about these title and things, but I really don't care about that, to be honest with you.
That's because you have a sense of self. You have a sense of self. But most people like letters and title, especially black people.
That's because they're insecure.
Well, that's true. A lot of our people are insecure. So did you at least read the list? Is anybody on the list that you know?
Chris, you ain't them yet. I don't give a rotten fart in a well-insulated room with no windows.
Wait, hold on. What you don't give? A rotten fart. Say that again?
I don't give a rotten fart in a well-insulated room with no windows.
Man, look here, hold on. I got to take off my head wrap on that one. Greg, what a description.
Yeah. I really don't care. You think I can read a list? I mean, what y'all expect the politicians to do? If they can create honors for people, you know, they can only honor themselves.
So let me ask you, though. Do you at least find some joy that, unlike most Caribbean countries that took 2 years after independence, do you find some joy that finally after 45 years we've actually implemented an honor system?
To be honest, again, I really don't care. My thing is, you don't honor somebody by giving them a check. You honor them by doing right by them.
Oh,
How you treat them. That's how you honor somebody. I don't care about titles.
this is true, but a lot of us love title. So let me ask you, next couple of years down the road, when you become the most famous entrepreneur, cookies, beats, and everything else in between, and they say, Gregory, we can give you this little order of distinction. You ain't gonna take that?
I don't know how I'll feel on that day. That depends on how I feel on that day.
Oh, okay.
To be honest, I can't answer that. I don't care for it. I mean, if somebody is, showing you appreciation and all, I mean, you be grateful. You accept. You know what I mean? I'll be grateful for it, but I ain't looking for them things.
Yeah, ditto. Well, we've had people, man, I can't take it. Of course, would say BPL need an order. Yeah, they need an order to keep the light on. What about that? So how did you spend your independence? I saw the little mermaid in the pool all day. She's so cute.
Yeah, well, not all day. I actually work yesterday. I got bills to pay. I can't be just flopping around all day. But I do some work, and then when I get off, I go on home, go in the pool with the children, and that's a bit of fun. We watch TV and stuff like that. Just try to relax a little bit. Relax for half a day.
Yes. I can't believe you worked. You mean you worked on Independence Morning?
What's the difference between July 9th, July 10th?
I don't know. Tell me.
Ain't none for me, buddy. 2 of them are days of the week.
What Queen Latifah say? Just another day living in the hood.
I can't tell BPL, listen, man, it was a holiday, so I ain't work that day. So listen, I ain't got your money.
Man, Greg, but you should have taken at least a day off. Yeah, I singing, and guess what? Yesterday, my internet wasn't working, but today we ending the show with Independence Morning. Greg, you could at least take off 24 hours, man. Thank you, Jared.
I start taking a day off. I take Sunday off. I was just off on Sunday, so I didn't have to take Tuesday off.
You sure you behave, man? Let me check your temperature. You don't want to take 2 days off?
Chrissy, there's a difference when you wait for yourself. You know that.
Look here.
You wait for yourself. You ain't no time for no days off. You gotta hustle and get it.
People always tell me that. Why you working today? The shop closed. I have my other businesses I gotta do.
See, Bahamians always want day off because they're working for. When you wait for other people, you really ain't dedicated like that. You just putting in your time and collecting your paycheck.
That's true.
When you're working for yourself, you have to give your all.
That's true. You better hustle.
You better.
So what else I missing at home?
Huh?
What else I missing at home? I ain't gonna lie, I was a little homesick when I thought about the fact that it's independence and I didn't get to see the Junkanoo Rush and I didn't get to go in the park. What else I miss?
Well, I've been to none of them things, so I can't tell you. You asking the wrong
You know what, Greg?
I don't go to them things anyhow, especially on that what they call it, the tattoo. That's what it is.
The tattoo, the plan.
Why they call it that? But the tattoo is only one big church service anyhow, so I don't go to that.
You didn't like the ecumenical prayer service?
Listen, the last time I went was when we went to protest with for child protection.
Oh yeah, I remember that. I saw y'all with y'all candles and thing y'all was holding.
No, we had no candle. We had some signs and stuff.
I thought y'all had light. I saw one light.
Candle? You think we going to the big baby? Hey, no, buddy. We had no candle.
I thought y'all had flashlight. I saw y'all on the steps of the fort.
We gone there with our signs and stuff. That's the last one I've been doing. Listen, that was punishment for me because listen, every 2 minutes you had to pray or do something related to church. I was like, what is a church service or independence celebration?
There's no separation of church and state. You know that. By the way, lots of preachers on the list. What you think about all the preachers who get awards? Again, you don't give a shit, eh?
You goddamn right.
And it's always, what you think about these if you scandalous, right? If you scandalous, should you be up for national awards?
Well, gee, I mean, my answer is no, of course not. But again, this is the Bahamas. And if the scandalous people creating the awards, then who you expect to be on it?
This is true. Of course, we'll say, well, Greg got a point. VAT still got to pay.
You're damn right. That's no stuff.
Yeah. Well, at least you took half a day off. Greg, you got to look here, learn from me, Greg. As someone who was an entrepreneur for most of my life, you can regret not taking them days off.
Hey, I tell you, I was working 7 days a week for 5 years straight. That's why I just started taking Sundays off because it was taking a toll.
Yes, you got to. Don't do that. Don't do that. You got to take...
I stopped.
Okay, good. You did it for 5 years, though. Not a good choice. But at least you learn.
Yeah, I learned. You know what I mean? The body only can take so much, especially as much running around and waking eyes big turn.
And standing up on your foot. See, people don't realize that cooking is plenty work.
Yeah, I mean, I guess. I still young, man.
You're still young, eh? Shut I mean, Lord, you see? Independence. So what was the highlight? By the way, we'll be talking about tomorrow. As if you know.
I gotta see. I think I did ask the Neil to come on because they do the Marco's alert thing finally.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
So I think we can discuss child protection and stuff like that.
Okay, well that's also I get a day off then. Hallelujah.
I can confirm with her and then you get tomorrow off.
Child, no, let me get tomorrow off because look here, I on episode 7 of Luke Cage. I have shit to do. I on episode 7 of Luke Cage. I have shit to do.
That's what you call stuff to do?
Yeah, I have stuff to do. Greg, just like you, I've been working since I was 15. Okay? This is my first time ever goofing off in how many years? So all I've been doing is filling my mind with mindless shit.
You don't dribble over that damn Bushmaster like your friend Erica.
Boy, look here. If I just dribble, look here. Look here. And how we have that, shut your teeth, how we have that little fake Jamaican accent, that Jamaican accent. Ooh, child.
That's the voice, Jamaican
honey,
accent.
I am Mrs. Mustafa Shakur, honey. Shakir, whatever your name. That brother fine, eh? You see that body?
That's it.
Mm.
I missed it.
Shut your teeth, Greg. Shut your teeth. Hold on, I think about Bushmaster right now.
What a sick.
Lord, he good looking. I mean, but you know, he ain't good looking. He ugly, but he fine. You know?
I tell you, you know what it is? Only cause he on it, I'm sure you know.
No, I think it's them. No, you know what it is? First of all, Greg.
If Bushmaster was waking the Kellys, you all want to look at him twice.
Lies. 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 That ain't true. You see them muscles and you see them funny color eye. And I don't know if that's contact or that's his real eye. But look here. And he's a bulletproof black man. Who don't want a bulletproof black man?
If you walk up in Super Value and he was the butcher in the back meat section, you wasn't going to look at it like that. Trust me.
You know what? Greg, shut your teeth. Shut your teeth.
You know,
Jared, shut your teeth. Y'all stop being jealous, T, like Kyra would say. Don't do it. If he was pumping gas, child, I'll have to fill up everybody's car. Authorized pump tree.
Lie.
I'm telling you. And you know I like them man who when they lay down is look like hole in the bed.
Trust me, I know y'all women go. Y'all don't pay attention to looks as much as us men.
You know what? It is the whole package. Look at y'all talking about Black Lightning. I thought Black Lightning was corny. Anyway, so Gregory.
Yes, ma'am.
Something else I want to ask you. Keitra, we know what you mean by lightning. We understand. You better let Greg know you're looking at Black Lightning. Remember when he was to the Queen Latifah boyfriend on Living Single? The man who's played Black Lightning. He was, what was his name on Living Single? Man, I know y'all remember. Anyway, but guess what? You don't see plenty black man on TV these days, so when you see one, you gotta look good.
You sure that's him from Living Singles weekend?
Look here, are you doubting me? Do you know who I am?
Yeah, I think you're mixing your black man.
No, boo-boo. No, sweet. Trust.
All right.
See, even a coast would say, yes, he was on Living Single.
All right, I'll take your word.
Look here, we the black man watchers. You know, we know these things. Oh, let me stop saying that. Some white people in America may be watching. Don't worry, we love everybody. Red, yellow, black, and white. They are precious in his sight.
They know better.
See, even Queen say, yes, that's him, Khadijah boyfriend. Look here, I don't forget good-looking black man.
All right, y'all damn money black women.
Hold on.
Okay.
Y'all making me dribble. Hold on, I starting to dribble.
I only was asking if you sure you know.
Scooter. Thank you, Sandra. His name was Scooter.
Hey, listen to me. I only was asking for sure.
Look at Trapsy Daniels. Say he ain't all that. Keitra, y'all, look here. Why your woman so bad? She say he ain't good looking. He's shaped like a capital T. I can't take it. I am so done with y'all. So, Gregory, it's so good to always hear your voice. So, what cookies all in the oven today? Although you finished baking. Can I tell you, Greg? I was just talking to my cousin, right? You know, the cousin who has to get cookies for every week? Look here, me and her was just dribbling about your cookies. So, Greg, call me back video and hold one red velvet up to the TV. Let's have some cookie porn. That sound nasty. That sound dead nasty.
No, man, that sound good, but ain't yeah.
Man, ain't no more cookie. I remember when I used to go in your car when you would give me a ride, right? And all you see on the back of the seat is cookie, cookie, cookie. That sound nasty, eh? Just cookie everywhere.
Why would that sound nasty?
Because I think about other cookie. Daniel will know if you to ship. Daniel, you home. Call Cookie Caterer. Greg, give the people your number, yeah?
422-6524.
And Greg got an app.
6524.
Say it one more time. I was talking.
422-6524. When y'all WhatsApp and all that ratchetry, y'all is be WhatsApp.
Shut your teeth. Shut your teeth. I just live for the love nest. I just live. Look here. The love nest is keep me sane in this Uncle Sam town I in. All that ratchetry. You asking me, eh? Greg, the other day on my Bahamas phone, this same phone I talking to you on, 2,663 messages.
My goodness.
You see the posts? You see the But we love the love nest. Yeah, we love the love nest. No, a lot of people in the love nest is work for themselves.
Well, what kind of job? Well, what kind of work for themselves they got? They need to put me on because they got plenty time.
Like Nelson. Nelson is delegate. He could afford to post plenty. Nelson is delegate. Nelson is a boss. He's point finger and tell people what to do. Chelsea said that's yesterday.
I need to be like Nelson then.
Black Velvet giving you an ad. She said, they are delicious. I need to put my Christmas order in now. Chelsea said, listen, I was on a diet and I wanted them cookies, but when I messaged Greg, he said no more. So I said, look at God. But soon.
Things is getting Christmas time.
And you better, because Christmas, Gregory to shut down. By the 23rd, you get very shame. Remember I get shame and I had to wait till the 27th?
That's too late.
I know.
Last year, I was fussy for Christmas, fussy 2 weeks ahead, 2-3 weeks.
I know. Look at Daniel say, I don't like chocolate days, lie too much. Y'all shut your teeth.
I see Black Velvet comment say she want 2 orders. Black Velvet, you better WhatsApp me.
You better.
Don't put it on YouTube.
Learn from my mistake, child.
Yeah, you better WhatsApp me.
Hold on, a coast will say she just like you, never been to an ecumenical service. What kind of damn Bahamians y'all is? Your mommy and daddy never forced y'all to go to the ecumenical service?
What service? What that is?
Ecumenical is where all the preachers is pray for the nation and for the people.
Who get forced to go there?
You never get, a coast will say she never been either, just like you.
Oh, you mean, I only go when I was dead small, when I had no choice. I never been as an adult.
Wow.
When I was a child, when the parents take you out there, yeah.
Child, look here. In our house, you at the damn house prove you been to Independence. There's a question here. Mary says she never been either. What? Daniel never been either? Wow. Must be because I'm from that generation that was there for the first independence.
That's a nice way to say it.
Shut your ass, Gregory. I'm not old. I am seasoned.
Hey, listen. However you put it, we know what you mean.
I'm not old. 56 is not old. And look here.
I don't know why you fight.
Oh, child, I was a young woman. I was a young gal.
I wish to be old one day myself.
I ain't fighting it. But 56 ain't old. Thank you, Sweet Pineapple. Sweet Pineapple say well seasoned. Look here.
Being old is relative. I had somebody say, they asked for a young person the other day, 30. You would swear they say 80 because they thought they think a 30-year-old is like an 80-year-old to them.
Yeah.
So that's.
I remember my son used to do that to me. Like whenever I'd be going through family albums when Wayne was like 6. I remember one time he saw this picture of me because there's a big picture of me as a kid leaning against our station wagon in Brooklyn. So Wayne comes to me and taps me and goes, Mommy, you were really a girl? I was like, if I knock this little boy off his block. He was like, Mommy, you were a girl? I thought you were always a mummy.
You see Daniel talking fool, but I'm 30.
I see Daniel.
Listen, if you're 30, you're 30. That ain't a new 20. Use a new 30-year-old.
Thank you. And women so like lie about their age. Why is that?
I don't know why.
Well, because, we live in a culture where if you're a woman, your age is used against you.
society say that your the value is in your age.
Yeah,
When
unfortunately.
young in your prime years. As you age, your value goes down according to society. So
Not for men.
that's why women. Say again?
Not for men.
No, it's the opposite.
That's so wrong.
Hey, it is what it is.
I hate that. Look here. You sound like that jackass Perry Christie. It is what it is. By the way, I hear it's a true Perry Christie and Hubert Ingram law office burned down. I wonder if they set that on fire for insurance. Sips tea.
Well, I wouldn't know. I wouldn't have a clue. I ain't hear nothing about it. But then again, I ain't really been following the news too tough like that.
Child, I could soon stop following the news. Although I could soon stop talking about Eric. The coast would say fabulous 50s. Mary says I 30, but she could say 20. Mary don't lie about your age. But you don't have to start lying about your age until you're 40. That's when most women start lying. What you doing?
I don't know why I just lie about you.
What are you doing? What's that crackling in the background?
I tell you I'm making dough, babe.
You making dough? What kind of dough you making? What kind? Like what you doing?
Cookie dough.
Cookie dough.
Yeah, you see?
Man, call me back video so I could see. I want to see. I want to see that dough.
Right now.
I want to see the dough.
All it is a bunch of sugar and butter and thing right now.
Greg, I miss your cookies. You know what I miss too? S'mores.
You missed the s'mores?
Yeah, I miss the s'mores. And when I tell you, when I guys buy cookies over here, right? And these the so-called bougie cookies that cost friggin' $1.70 for one damn cookie. I's be sucking my teeth though. That's right, you hear me? $1.70 for one cookie. That's my treat. Every month I just treat myself to one bougie cookie.
From where?
I ain't giving them no free plug. It's the bougie. It's the store that's known as Whole Paycheck.
Message me what it is then.
Whole Paycheck. Whole Paycheck. You know the store where you go in with one bag and it's $80?
They sell cookies?
Of course they sell cookies.
I don't know that. I've never been in there.
Ain't taste as good as yours though.
Not as much. Say yours.
Yours.
I never been in there, so I wouldn't know.
You never been in Whole Paycheck?
Nope.
You know, when y'all come up here, I can take y'all on a tour. You need to, you got.
That sounds like somewhere where I won't go.
Well, again, it's where you go when you want to see how the other half lives.
I don't need to see how they live.
Yeah, man. Sometimes you need bougie things. Like, you can't find truffle oil in the ghetto food store.
Truffle oil? What I need truffle oil for?
Eric, you got to sprinkle them on your little French fry, bougie them up every now and then. Every now and then you want the bougie side.
Don't come from around here talking food.
It's true.
I spent time in the grove pumping water and thing, you know.
That's all right. We all used to pump water. But that don't mean you can't like nice things. Like when you want a nice, good cut of meat that don't have no steroid in it.
Nice is relative. Just because somebody else said nice don't mean it's nice to me.
If you want some wild-caught shrimp, there's certain things you can't get in a regular grocery store. Yeah. Chelsea said, I tried my own s'mores, but Greg owns still the best. Child, please. Chelsea, give up, yeah? Because I tried duplicating that. It ain't worth it. That's too much work, though. Greg, I salute you. That's too much work. When I make cookies, I just have to take bad.
Take bad.
It's too much work. Too much steps, too much work, too much measure, too much. It's too much. That's why we have the cookie caterer. Praise the Lord.
That's right.
Nelson say Greg is the plug.
Too much work. Just call me.
Ah, Lord. Look at Marionette. Greg, you better hurry up. Marionette lights just gone off. It pouring rain and the light off. So how the fuck you supposed to stay cool?
Yeah, but I freaking get wet right up coming out here.
You better hurry. Look here. You better hurry. Bake them cookie before the light go off in your area. You know.
I only making dough. I only need a little bit of light.
Oh, you just making dough. Oh, okay.
Yeah. Once a little bit of light.
What wrong with BC and BPL, man? 45 years independent, and we still can't keep on the motherfucking light?
But Chrissy, when you do the same thing over and over, what do they expect?
I just ski, man. Can I tell y'all, the more I talk to y'all, can I tell you this? The more I talk to y'all, the more I be like, I so fucking glad I am.
Motherfucker. Ain't that bad, man.
Yeah. Because whenever I talk to my cousin, he'd be like, the light off, the light off. I'd be like, fuck.
Ain't that bad, man. Ain't that bad.
Now, look here.
It's about perspective, too, you know. Well, yeah, we got a lot of mess situation, a lot of mess.
Greg, but the light, why the light can't stay on?
the light could stay on. The light could, but then we don't want to do the things that it's going to take for it to stay on.
I just
You know what we could do?
What?
Is take a bag up, call the radio, talk to us, and talk bad about the people, and then they'll still vote for them. So.
But it ain't even the people, it's the systems at home. The systems at home.
People,
hold on, I got to inhale my Patrina herbs. Ah, that felt good.
People create managed systems. You can't blame a system. You
I
got
just...
blame the people who continue to operate within that system and don't change it.
That's sad, though. It's like, and I guess for me, I know when I was at home and had my business, whenever the light was off, and I would see myself sitting down there in the dark, and the people I pay to sit down in the dark, I still want to slap the fuck out of everybody at BPL. Marionette say, you think they need my mattress? Marionette, no. Do not get in trouble, Marionette. If you think it hot now with your light off, think how hot it is in Fox Hill. Why you think I over here now? Marionette is threatening to burn people down. That's true, of course. That's why everybody's so angry at home. They fucking hot and them stalking too tight. Look here. It hot here too, but I ain't complaining.
You got a bus AC.
Yeah.
Yeah, I complained because you was complaining when it was cold.
I like the heat, but see, at least I could get some relief from the cool. See, when I hot, I could find relief to get cool. But when you cold, ain't nothing could help you, boo.
Well, I like the cold. I'll take the cold any day.
I dread now. I wondering, Lord, I done tell these people I doing retreat in October. I forget, damn, October in DC, this be fucking cold.
See, cold weather, me and low light bill.
Oh, that's what it mean, eh? You so damn cheap, Gregory. But if your light bill under $200, ain't you can get VAT reduced?
You ain't have yet. Cold weather equal low light bill.
No, boy. But guess what? You can't turn off the air now till at least the end of September, because you know August in the Bahamas is like Hades.
I know that's why I go to a place where light included.
Hot like bitch. Yeah, that's why you gotta work hard to pay that AC bill. I tell you, when we live in the East, I tell you, the last light bill before I move out the East, $1,200.
I tell you, my light bill was so high where it was before. I was paying rent twice.
Exactly, it's ridiculous. But then again, you need the comforts.
That's the thing. I ain't working hard to spend.
I agree. Who the hell won't come home again? And that's what has irked me. When I would come home in the evening, the light off. I can't even damn get cool. You know them kind of olden days get cool where you bathe and stay wet, then let the air dry you?
No, I never do that.
You never do that? You're no damn baby. Get off my phone. You never, if you ain't had no air, you never just shower or bathe off. Let me be bare, man. And just stay wet so you could dry? And you feel cool? Y'all young children don't know shit about hardship. Y'all ain't know.
Well, that ain't hardship. Hey, listen. Mind you, we ain't had no friggin' AC, when I was growing up as young. But we never do that to try to stay cool. That ain't keep you cool. You just to be hot and wet.
No, man. Marriott say if I'm the only one in October, I can be there. Well, Marionette, we can be here in October, but I keep telling y'all, it gonna be. I was even trying to see the forecast for DC weather in October. It couldn't go that far. But no matter what happens, the retreat's gonna happen in October. By the way, Gregory, I like how you ain't coming to my retreat in Florida with your trapsy set. Gregory. How long I've been saying how long the retreat is? October, August 3rd to the 6th in Fort Lauderdale, and the weekend of October 12th in DC.
Now, how you want me to come to retreat?
I know. I know you can't come. I know you have a business. I know. You send two people then. Send that Trapsy J so I can help him rearrange his mind.
I don't think Jay could take being around you all for that long. Or you all take being around him for that long.
Ditto.
Y'all will wear each other out.
We need to get Jay straight. Chelsea say behave, gal. Man, I always behave. So Greg, tell me the high point of the holiday for you. Say send Keitra. I agree. Send Keitra. No, Keitra can't. Keitra got things to do too. They have business to run. Chelsea said Marionette voice no killer yesterday. Man, look here. The love nest, y'all is have me in my feelings. Y'all is give me life love nest. So Greg, high point, low point of the Independence holiday. High point?
High point, Independence holiday. Spending time with the children, swimming in the pool.
Aww. Low point?
Low point. Driving around, making deliveries, and people ain't where they supposed to be, and you can't reach everything.
Oh, yeah, that just irritate me. Boy, when I used to do delivery from my shop, I used to want cuss, and then when they come to the car, you got to smile. Hi, thank you for your order, you motherfucker. Anyway, you said you motherfucker to yourself. You say that to yourself. Yeah, we used to deliver. We used to deliver. That shit was work.
Yeah, but that's I as long as I got life and I got health, I ain't got nothing to complain about.
Amen. You better preach up in here, Brother Gregory.
I wish more people would look at life like that, but people look like they just live to complain about things.
Always look at the sunny side of life. Somebody was
wrong, like looking for things to complain about.
Yeah, that's us. That's human nature, though.
You know.
But human nature is such that we like to bitch and whine. And just like when I was talking about these awards, do something exactly. What you can do to fix it. What you can do to change your condition. We just bitch and whine and bitch and whine. Yeah.
I think that's why people don't come to me with their problems, you know.
Well, you know you. Should I do the Gregory? Should I do the Gregory? Should I do the Gregory? Greg, they fire me. I tell you a long time, do your own thing on the internet. I don't know what you waiting for. That's good for you, huh? Yeah.
Every time you do this, you make me laugh.
It's the truth. That's how you carry on. Guess what? Wayne is telling me that's how I route too. Wayne, Brian, come on here. Didn't I tell you to put them just in the sink? Yeah.
If you're looking to fix a problem, then come talk to me. If you just want to complain, I show you got plenty of options. You can go to the complain book.
Exactly. Jared say do Greg. Say do to Greg. Why? Of course, say hard not to complain. The Bahamas light off, pothole, people hot and irritated.
No, it ain't hard not to complain.
Yeah, it is.
Not complain.
It is hard not to complain.
No, man. But okay, when you complain, what you can do after you complain?
No, but I just bitch and moan and do something about it.
That's my thing. What you doing after you complain? Some people just want to complain.
No, I think you bitch and moan, then you have an action plan.
Most people ain't got no action plan. Their action plan is to complain.
Well, no, you need more than that. Black Velvet say.
I ain't saying you can't complain. You know, you can complain.
But what you doing? I agree, of course. So after you complain, you do feel better.
You do?
Yeah, you do.
How you feel better if the problem's still there?
Well, you are, but see, most of us complain. Jared say complaining is therapeutic.
What? What's wrong with y'all people?
It is. Once you bitch and let it out, it makes you feel better.
I must see made out of something else.
You made out of optimistic.
You know it's therapeutic. Fixing things is therapeutic for me.
That's because you're a man. You always want to fix shit. No, child, I just have to bitch and whine. Like how I bitching and whining about these damn awards, these honors, where the only heroes is two former prime minister, one premier, one prime minister, one voice governor general, and one almost prime minister. Like fucking really?
That's what they say now. If they want to complain about, who cares? Who gives a damn about the
And we're the white Bahamians. We're the white Bahamians.
That's who y'all expect to be on it.
I just expected better. My expectations must be too high.
You asked where the young girl who get killed, I think is the girl in Exuma back in the day.
Remind me.
You say earlier it was a little girl. Was she a slave back in the day?
Oh yeah, Exuma or Abaco. Poor Black Kate. Yeah, but they rub pepper in her eye, rub pepper in every hole in her body, and the people get off with a slap, and she started all kind of slave revolts.
Right, and you say why she ain't on the list, right?
Uh-huh.
You know what I wanted to ask you?
What's that?
What constituency she running?
You know what? Get off my phone. I gone, y'all. Greg, you so stink. Greg say, what constituency poor Black Kate running? Anyway, everybody, pick up your award at the door. I gone. Love you, Greg.
Love you too, bye.
You get an NH award. Nah, hell nah. I gone, y'all. March on, Bahama land. Oh, no, wait, I can't go yet. I got to irritate Andrew and Adrian. Hold on. How could I forget? Nadia, Carl, I can't go yet. I got to irritate Andrew and Adrian since the phone wasn't working yesterday. It working today, though. And this is a special request. By the way, I want to apologize to y'all who I said that the album was not a birth of a nation. It's a nation is born. So I want to apologize to y'all. So this is for Andrew and Adrian and everybody. Y'all ready? Hold hands. Sing.
Independence morning is like a baby morning. Independence morning is like a baby morning.
Y'all sing on July 10th.
July 10th, 1973. Bahamians everywhere were free, free to shape their destiny in the land of the rolling sea. Man and woman,
Let me do some liturgical dance.
boy and girl, there is none rich like our soil. Independence morning
This for you, Adrian.
is like a baby morning. Independence morning is like a baby morning. Let us
I gone, y'all. Y'all like shit. Bye. I love y'all. Mwah.